Hi, my lovelies. So, welcome to today's reading. So, the energy is feeling really, really optimistic, bright, transformational, and there's many reasons for that. One is we have the full moon in Sagittarius. Um, Jupiter's right up there with this luck and expansion energy. This is a very, very lucky and expansive time. This is a great time um, to think about what it is that you want, to work out what you want to let go of, what you want to change. This is also a wonderful time to just reflect on how well you've done of late throughout this sort of spring season, from the turn of the spring equinox. What are the things that you've done really well? What are the changes that you've made? What are the levels of growth that you've seen in yourself? This is all about a reflective energy. And what's really beautiful is that we do have a wonderful spring-like looking card. Look at how beautiful this card is, with this wonderful butterfly here, with this beautiful rose and all of the natural elements, leaves and such. So the message today is transformation. And there's nothing wonderful than to think about your metamorphosis, to think about how much you have transformed, how much you have changed, the amount of effort that you've taken to make decisions that have changed the course of your lives. Now, for some of you, it's really small things like, trying to go to bed on time, getting up earlier, um, social media binging kind of being put, down to a bare minimum. For some of you, this is getting out in nature and stuff like that, and just kind of putting your best foot forward when it comes to things that you want to do. You want to turn up to work on time. You don't want anyone to tell you about yourself. You want to make sure that you step out the house feeling good, looking good, smelling good, feeling great. And I think these transformations, these slight tweaks that you've made or are continuing to make, again, with your health and the decisions that you're making around what you put into your body, what you're putting on your body, and how you're managing your lifestyle. So it's great to see transformation here because we are growing. We're constantly growing. We are constantly expanding. And what's really wonderful about this particular time is that there is an outpouring at the moment of abundance and prosperity. And like I said about this luck and expansive energy, it's very much like, how else can I describe it? It's sort of like, mm, it's like there's this opportunity to tap into this space where fortune's favoring you right now. There is, the wheel of fortune's turned in your favor. This is an opportunity to dig in, you know, throw your hands in the pot, take what you will from the pot of manifestations, of abundance, of prosperity. And again, when we talk about, lucky and luck and, expansion, things like that, and when we talk about abundance, it doesn't necessarily just have to be monetized. It doesn't have to just be a money thing, you know an abundance of love, connections, understanding, better communication, taking care of yourself better. Self-care is more on point. Doing the work, the shadow stuff, the stuff that's necessary, speaking your mind, speaking your truth. There is a lot of things that is transpiring at this moment. Some of you have had a complete metamorphosis. For some of you, it's like, yeah, I've had the big chop. It's springtime now. I want a whole new look. I'm updating my wardrobe. I'm doing things differently right now. For some of you, that you're growing your hair out. And for some of you, it's like, yeah, I'm experimenting with this color, that color. I'm experimenting with relationships, with, my sexuality. I'm experimenting with, color and yeah, playing as well. And I think it's really nice because we've been very, very serious moving into some of this energy, because I think throughout the winter times we were really trying to keep ourselves level, managing the cold and managing, you know, being in survival mode. And it's like we have to almost relearn how to be in a space of fulfillment and being in a space of love, and transforming this state of we're just needing to survive to we want to thrive. And how best to thrive is to take accountability, is to take stock of what's happened, what you're doing, how best to change and metamorphose and metamorphosize your life. And that can just come from small changes. For some of you, this is, for some of you, definitely, I saw baby. So some of you are transforming, your body is changing, you're having a baby, or at least you're at this stage where you're completely thinking about how much your body's going to change after having a little one. So there's lots of different elements here that I'm picking up on that actually feel very, very beautiful and actually very exciting. So allow this time to be a time of reflection, a time where you decide what you're going to cut out, what you're leaving behind, what people, places, and things, ideas, um, thought patterns, beliefs, systems, and all of those things that you know that are outdated and don't actually serve who you are anymore, and implement other things, implement things that make you feel good, implement things that really give you that sense of self that is different than what it is that you hung on to before, because this is not a season of survival. This is a season where we're getting comfortable and learning how to get in a state of thriving and feeling good and expecting good, and making the right decisions towards having the type of lifestyle that we want, manifesting, clearing up our messes and our traumas, in order to change our the way we move. It's almost like we're actually changing our DNA in this time. And I think that's another really wonderful way of looking at this time of expansion, that we are changing and that we are actually forming a brand new way of being. So please utilize this full moon energy, reflect on how far you've come, reflect on your growth, what you would do if there was no issue um, or no fear. What would you do if you had no fear? What would you focus on? What would you run into? How far you've come, and also what it is that you're ready to let go of in this particular season, my darlings. All right. So have a wonderful rest of the day, and we will see each other in the next video. And again, please like, share, and subscribe, and send to somebody if you know that they could do with this message. All right, my darlings, you take care.